So how do I give memories on someone who I'm not ready to let go yet? Because the moment you start talking about memories, it's like you're gone, and I'm not ready to let you go yet. The very first memory I had was probably one of the best ones I've ever had. Remember the day that your mom came home and told me and Go that she was pregnant. And it was weird, like I was happy for her, but I had a sense of pride that took over. The coolest men in my life were always uncles. And those who know me know why. The sense of pride I felt knowing I was going to be your uncle was something you can't put into words. You know, how do you express feelings in words? And I guess that's the hardest part about all of this. Just remember that day being a really good day. I remember just knowing I was going to be your uncle. And then, of course, you know, being there for you when you were born and changing your diaper and teaching you the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and you helped me, Gage, become a better father. I'm still working on that one every day, but you gave me some great tools, some learning tools. Yeah, there's nothing that can really get down to the explanation of the feeling I had that day. And then when you would call me Unc, text me Unc, that pride I had, that love I have for you, it's 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 something that I'll never let go. And I love you, and I thank you for the 29 years you did give us. I thank you for making me a better person. I thank you for bringing love into Kim's heart. I miss you, Neff, and I love you.
Hey there now, where'd you go? You left me here, so unexpected. You changed my life.
I have always wanted to sing and have always dreamt of being in a studio or in front of a crowd at a concert. Gage helped make a small portion of that dream come true when he let me sing in his studio setup and edited my work. He helped me stay calm and feel confident and let me start over as many times as I needed, because I definitely needed to. I was very grateful for this experience and was really hoping to get to do it again sometime. Gage, I hope you're at peace and free of any worldly pain you had to experience. Kerrigan Kelly. I love how he and Noah got so excited when they talked politics, history, and music. I also loved how much he loved Kim. Sarah Malane.
You were always there, like a shining light. On my darkest days, you were there to guide me. Oh, I miss you now. I wish you could see just how much your memory will always mean to me. In the blink of an eye.
For me, Gage was always kind of a quiet guy. I saw him with Kim usually, and they looked like cute little lovebirds. One day after Christmas, Kim, Jeanette, and I were talking with other coworkers. Kim said that Gage got a bib from her mom as a Christmas present because he always makes a mess when he eats. I thought he was joking. After that, I had to deliver the business paperwork to him. "Hey Gage, this is for you." He turned around to grab the paper from my hands, and I saw that he was wearing the bib. I lost words, and in the same second, I was trying not to laugh because he was wearing the bib proudly and eating his lunch. That was a funny moment. Fumi Connor.
Like a shooting star, flying across the room, so fast, so far. We were got too soon. You're part of me, and I'll never be the same here without you. You were got too soon.
My favorite memory of Gage is the day he made Kim the happiest woman on earth. My heart was so happy for both of them. Philo Lamb. My favorite memory of Gage is the joy in his face when he met Moxie. Katrini Burgin.
Young blood thinks there's always tomorrow. I miss your touch some nights when I'm high low.
My best memories of Gage are his love for pistachio ice cream and setting alcohol on fire. Also, his funny stories he would share, and his willingness to watch Kellen when I had a hard time asking for help and needed someone to watch him. I trusted him. Tiffany Faust.
I'll settle for the ghost of you. I miss you more than life. And if you can't be next to me, your memory is ecstasy. I miss you more than life. I miss you more. Young blood thinks there's always tomorrow.
My favorite memory of Gage was on his and Kim's wedding day. When Kim was walking down the aisle, I looked over at Gage, and when he saw her, his eyes lit up and he had a big grin on his face. I could tell he was really in love with her. Heather Olson. I didn't get to spend much time with Gage, but I do have a few memories of him. There was a time he showed me his Lego Millennium Falcon, and I watched Star Wars The Phantom Menace with him while Kim and Louie watched Frozen. Also, there was a time when Gage and I talked about him riding a velociraptor in a Mario-like video game with Domino's Pizza power-ups. Lastly, at our house on Bollinger, when he killed a massive spider that no one else was brave enough to deal with, while I ate mac and cheese. Harry Mullane.
I miss you more than life. I miss you more than life.
There is one memory that sticks out particularly in my mind. On his and Kim's wedding day, he carried a different level of confidence and satisfaction than I had ever seen him exhibit before. It was like he found something he was so sure of that felt so right to him. He was so happy to share his new stage in life with everyone. We took a second to visit and he was full of laughter. I knew he was confident that this was the best decision of his life. Lou Mullane.
Is it ever gonna be easier? Hold her tonight. Oh God, would you hold her tonight? 'Cause I'm not there to stay close, keep watch, tell her she's not.
I remember interviewing Gage and thinking what a great fit he would be and how awesomely friendly he was. I remember working with him and Kim to make sure they could have a honeymoon and attending their wedding. Tiffany Teller. The only memory I have of Gage is when we all went to Tiffany's house and hung out. He and my brother hit it off. I wish I would have been able to get to know him more. I saw the love that both he and Kim had for one another, and I always wanted a love like that. Alicia Hyatt.
Is it ever gonna be easier? Hold her tonight. Oh God, would you hold her tonight? 'Cause I'm not there to stay close, keep watch, tell her.
This day he loved. Jurassic Park, the ride, was finally open, but he was just a little short. So we stuffed his shoes with napkins so he could ride. He walked like Frankenstein and cried until we got on the ride, but he was so happy afterwards. Selena Malachi.
Steady on, my love. Steady on, my love. Steady on.
Gage was one of my first friends I ever made at school in Las Vegas. He and Cameron never let me walk around the football field alone. He was a good guy and definitely tried to keep me up and laughing, teaching me about the hip-hop music culture and talking about how he thought his stepdad was the coolest guy ever back then every day for my entire freshman year. It's been many years since we spoke, but he always pops up in conversations with Ricky and Cameron about high school. I'm grateful he made things better for me as a young, new kid in Vegas. Aaron Disney. Gage was an incredible dude who always spoke with intelligence and respect. I have so many memories, lots of laughs, and fun times. We weren't related by blood, but he was definitely family. We grew up together and would walk to school. He was cool and goofy. He was a very loving, caring, funny, family guy. He was a really good music interpreter / producer and kept me and my brother out of a lot of trouble. We haven't spoken in a while, but I am proud of the man he became and how he could start over and be happy with who he was. Anthony Ortiz.
I always needed time on my own. I never thought I'd need you there when I cried.
Gage was awesome to talk with about anything. Amber Sorrell.
And the bed where you lie is made up on your side. When you walk away, I count the steps that you take. Do you see how much I need you right now? When you're gone.
I always loved talking with Gage. He was way smarter than me, but he never acted like it. Tyler Chavez. Gage made the days go by so much better. We always laughed and had some good old days in our little nook. It was so funny to watch him outsmart Chavez. It always cracked me up. Also, anytime we got on a religion talk. Bo Davis. Gage was one of the guys I liked working with the best. We always had goofballs around us. Yes, I'm talking about you, Tyler, Bo, and Bo. Amber, you are just fun. Gage made everything easier. He is truly missed. Ron Whipple.
When you walk away, I count the steps that you take. Do you see how much I need you right now? When you're gone, the pieces of my heart are missing you. And when you're gone, the face I came to know is missing too. And when you're gone, the words I need to hear to always get me through the day and make it okay. I miss you. We were made for each other, out here forever. I know we were. Yeah. All I ever wanted was for you to know. Everything I do, I give my heart and soul. I can hardly breathe, I need to feel you here with me. When you're gone, the pieces of my heart are missing you. And when you're gone, the face I came to know is missing too. And when you're gone, the words I need to hear will always get me through the day and make it okay. I miss
So one memory that comes to mind when Gage and Kim first moved in together, I went over and had crepes, and just the love and attentiveness that he had for her was just beautiful to see, and just the love that they shared was amazing.
I just remembered right now that they actually met at
American.
There was kind of a little drama there when they got together. I just remembered about that. That's super cute. For me, I don't have one specific memory. I was there when they got married. I was there with them when all three of us worked in support services. But let me tell you, if there's one man that I've ever seen show some sort of love through his eyes for his wife, Gage was. You can tell Gage was deeply in love with his wife. It was really beautiful to be able to witness that. So yeah, that's what I had, was just how much he loved Kim.
So one of my favorite memories that I've had with Gage is I was with my Uncle Tony, my dad, Gage. We were outside of Tony's house in the backyard filming like a song. And I was in it, and Gage taught me some of the beats that he used to do, and we would always hang out around Tony's house, just have some fun, skip some rocks, and it was a fun time. He was really cool and a very nice person, and I'm very glad I had to get that experience with him. He was a very amazing person to all of my family, and I'm glad that I had my time with him when I could.
Wow, so the one thing I really remember about Gage is he gave really good hugs. You just felt like you were just kind of falling into this amazing pillow when he would just, embrace you. So that's one thing I really remember and really loved about Gage is his hugs.
So my favorite thing about Gage in memory was when we got it. When I was sitting at his house, we watched a YouTuber play a scary game, and when I liked watching him play God of War.
My favorite thing about Gage was when he helps me play games, and when he watches me when I'm by myself and Kim and Sarah and Nicole have to go somewhere, and yeah.
When he took me to the pumpkin patch.
What'd you guys do?
We picked out pumpkins for Halloween.
Your turn, go.
When he graduated high school.
That was your favorite thing?
Yes.
That was really cool. Anything else?
No.
What was your favorite thing to do with him?
Play with him sometimes.
Play with him? What else? Anything else?
No.
That's it? Okay.
My favorite thing was watching Star Wars with Gage, and when I was laying next to him.
Aw, that is a good one.
I was laying with him when I was a baby on his bed, and then Jaxie was on Gage's neck in a picture in the frame. There's one of us and one of Jaxie, and he was sitting on Gage's neck.
Aw. Your favorite thing is the shirts? I like those too. Do you like that picture of Gage?
Yeah.
Yeah, anything else?
I didn't like when he died.
I didn't either. But what else did you like?
He bought these.
Yeah.
And I can't think of any.
That's it.
My favorite memory of Gage would have to be the night that him and my sister and ex-wife, we were drinking some absinthe, and I was so fucking hammered that I told my ex-wife that the reason why there were always brown dead spots on the grass was because she laid there. And I then, later on that night, insisted that I wasn't drunk, and I threw up all over my bed. And yes, so here you go, Gage. Love you, man.
My favorite memory of Gage is that we could debate and talk about controversial things without having any sort of argument. We both saw two completely different sides of things, and I could always count on Gage to hear me out as I would always hear him out, and we could just have full-blown conversations about things without either of us getting upset at each other. Miss you, man.
My favorite memory of Gage was taking him fishing, and we had, I think it was Noah and Kellen, and Jackson was not even walking. We had gone up to the lake, Cascade Lake, and I looked over at the lake, and there was Gage and one of the boys sitting in their chairs with their feet in the water, just sitting there. I think Gage may have had his fishing pole out. And it was just the most real moment. And to this day, seeing Gage in his fishing gear just cracks me up. The first time coming from LA, he was so excited to see a real pig and a horse. It just cracked me up. So those are my best memories of Gage. And him sending me probably inappropriate jokes that he knew that I would just crack up. And then I'm texting him back telling him he was gonna get me in trouble because I had laughed at an inappropriate joke or video that he had sent me.
Okay, hey, my favorite memory of Gage was actually one of my first memories of Gage. And that was when, after they had announced they were going to get married, or he asked, and I took him out for drinks one night, and after we've had a few, I put my arm around him and told him that if he ever did anything to hurt Kimmy, that I'd break his kneecaps. And that was that. Well, I mean, he took me serious enough that he told Ginger and Dennis and Kim and everybody else he could that I threatened him. And so that's the one memory I have. Now, I do have another thing to say with you passing on like this, Gage. I've asked my dad and other relatives in heaven with you to take vengeance on you and bust your kneecaps because you cheated me out of it, because you did hurt her, even if it was unintentional. I love you, Gage. I miss you. You were a different person, definitely different than me, but you seem to accept us as much as we accepted you, and you're definitely be missed.
Okay, so my favorite memory, I have a couple of Gage. One, he always knew how to make us laugh with his imitations. Most specifically, his deaf person imitations. So I'm gonna miss that. and the fact that he stepped in to be a father figure to my boys when their dad wasn't around.
So I have so many memories of Gage, obviously from the time he was born until he died. And I'm good with something a little funnier, so he can brighten someone's day, not make someone sad. I have every memory of him that you can imagine of your child, school and everything. But recently, we discussed really weird things. Astrophysics and space flight and moving at the speed of light and how long it would take you to get somewhere. And he was telling me about this thing called the space shuttle and about how they made it look back in the 80s like this thing just landed like a plane from outer space. It's such bullshit. How does this doesn't land like a plane? I said, yes, son, that's the space shuttle. And it does come back into orbit and land like a plane. So he didn't know that. He, as smart as he was, when he could tell me about Einstein's theory and quantum physics and everything else, but he didn't know that the space shuttle, when it came to land, landed like a regular airplane. So that's it.
Hey Gage, this is Aunt Ginger. I was asked to record one of my favorite memories of you. I have so dang many I can't even count them. But I would have to say that the happiest time I think I've ever had with you was when we were cooking in my kitchen. We had so many great laughs, and you ended up to be a fantastic cook. And of course, we both love to eat. But I miss you tons, and I know I'm going to continue to miss you. And I'm sure we'll probably meet again. I just am so sad about all of this, but life goes on. And wishing you peace wherever you may be. I love you. Bye.
Gage, those special memories of you will always bring a smile. If only we could have you back for just a little while. Then we could sit and talk again just like we used to do. You always meant so very much and always will do too. The fact that you're no longer here will always cause us pain, but you're forever in our hearts until we meet again.